Morning students, our topic is capital structure, or we can say trading on equity. Trading on equity means use of equity with debt in such a manner that the earning per share may be increased. As if we use trading on equity to mean use of debt along with equity in such a manner that the price earning per share, market price of shares may be increased, it would increase the wealth of equity shareholders. How much we should use equity depends upon ROI with the rate of interest, as we have studied yesterday about ROI and rate of interest, in which we have taken EBIT 7 lakh earning before interest and tax, capital employed is 50 lakh. ROI means EBIT divided by capital employed, 7 lakh divided by 50 lakh into 100, ROI is 14%, which is more than rate of interest, as rate of interest is 10%, which is given in the yesterday's example. Now we take another example. Equity shares are of rupees 50 lakh in first situation, and in second situation these are 40 lakh. As we talk about number of equity, as the price of equity is rupees 10, so in first situation number of equity is 5 lakh, in second situation number of equity is 4 lakh. In second case, debt, we are using debt whose interest rate is 10%. First situation we are using zero debt, but in second case we are using 10 lakh as a debt. EBIT, as we have given 4 lakh in each case, and we solve the question like we have done yesterday. Less कीजिए interest 10%, as there is no debt then there is no interest. In second situation 10 lakh debt and 10 lakh 10% is 1 lakh interest. Earning before tax is 4 lakh, and in second situation it is 3 lakh. Less deduct किया tax which is 30%, 4 lakh into 30%, 1 lakh 20, 3 lakh into 30%, 90,000. Earning after tax is 2 lakh 80,000 in first situation. In second situation it is 2 lakh 10,000. Earning per share, as we talk about, 2 lakh 80,000 divided by number of equity, 2 lakh 10,000 divided of number equity, 4 lakh in second situation, 5 lakh in first situation. Earning per share is 0.56 in first situation, and in second situation it is 0.52. ROI, if we talk about ROI in these situations, earning before interest and tax is 4 lakh, capital employed 50 lakh in both these situations. ROI is 8%, which is less than rate of interest, as the rate of interest is 10%. So we should know that if ROI is greater than rate of interest, as discussed by us yesterday, then we should use more and more debt. If ROI is less than rate of interest, as the situations are here, then we should use less debt, more equity. There are some factors which affect the choice of capital structure. First is cash flow position. Whether the organization is able to meet its liabilities on time or no depends upon the cash flow position. If company has good cash, then company should use more and more debt, as company would be in the situation to pay its liabilities on time. If company's cash flow position is weak, poor, then it should issue equity, as it is difficult for the company to pay interest. As cash flow position is good, then it should use more and more debt, as it is easy for company to pay interest. Company has enough cash to pay its interest. If the cash flow position is poor, then it should use more equity rather than debt, as we have to pay dividend on equity. Interest coverage ratio. Interest coverage ratio means how many number of times Does the EBIT cover interest rate? It is calculated ICR, interest coverage ratio, is equal to EBIT, earning before interest and tax, divided by interest. If interest coverage ratio is high, then company is able to pay its interest many times, and it is in good condition, then it should use more and more debt. If the company ICR is low, then it should issue equity, as equity does not have fixed burden. And next point is debt service coverage ratio. Debt service coverage ratio means whether a company, how much amount a company has to pay as a debt. Profit after tax, add depreciation is not paid in cash, interest, fixed interest charges, non-cash expenses, the expenses which are not paid in cash, divide by preference share dividend, interest plus any repayment obligation which a company has to pay during this year, such as bank loan or any other payment. If debt service coverage ratio is high, it means company is in a good condition to pay interest charges, then it should issue that, otherwise it should use equity. The main difference between interest coverage and debt service coverage ratio is that it includes non-cash expenses and repayment obligation also. Then our next point is ROI, return on investment, which we have discussed earlier. Its formula is EBIT, earning before interest and tax, divided by capital employed into 100. If ROI is more than interest rate, then it should use more debt. If ROI is less than interest, then company should use more equity, as in such a case company is able to pay its interest rate in a good manner and company's earning per share would increase. If we talk about ROI is less than interest, then company's EPS, earning per share, is going decreasing, so company should use more and more equity. Cost of debt, cost of raising debt. If the company's cost of raising debt is high, then company would have to pay much more money by issuing debt, so company should use more equity. Otherwise, if the cost of debt is low, then company should use debt more. Our next point is tax rate. Tax rate is the amount which is paid by the company to the government from the profit. If the tax rate fixed by government is high, then company should use that, as interest is paid before tax. So we have saving of tax if we issue debt. If tax rate is very low, then it would not give any benefit to the company to issue debt, rather it would have fixed charge, so company should use more equity. Cost of equity. When debt is issued beyond a certain point, cost of equity increases as the risk assumed by equity shareholders increase. Under normal situation, equity shareholders expect a particular amount of return that should match with the risk assumed by them. Flotation cost. Flotation cost means amount spent on the advertisement, printing of forms, underwriting commission. If flotation cost is high, then it should use equity. If flotation cost is low, then it should use debt. This cost depends upon equity. So if this cost is high, then it means equity is costlier. If equity is costlier, then company should use more debt. Risk consideration. Any organization, a business has to bear two types of risk: financial risk, business risk. Financial risk is related with the fixed obligation risk. It includes interest as well as installment amount which we have to return. Business risk, risk of operating cost, risk of operating the business. The total includes the total risk of business. The company has to take into consideration risk also. If the financial risk is more, then company should use equity more. If total risk is more, Then, for example, operating cost is more, total risk increase, then company should use equity. Flexibility. Flexibility reduced with the issue of debt. As the company use more and more debt, the company has to mortgage its assets. So company does not have flexibility to use them. If the company wants flexibility, then it should issue more and more equity. Control. Control. If company issue equity, then control is in the hands of equity shareholders, as only equity shareholder have voting right. If company use debt, then it does not affect the control, and as the debenture holder do not have any voting right. If company issue more and more equity, then it will dilute the control of equity shareholders. Moreover, company issue debt or equity, it would also decided by the regulatory framework. Regulatory framework is SEBI, Security Exchange Board of India. These rules are to be followed by company while it should issue debt, equity. These conditions are to be followed. Next one is stock market conditions. If whether the stock market is bullish or bearish. Bullish means increasing prices. If prices are goes on increasing, there is boom period. Boom period means company is going to earn more and more profit in the future, then it should issue equity. If the market is bearish, then it should issue debt, as the company's shares prices are going down. Not only the structure of our company, structure of other companies also affect the our capital structure. So we should also keep in mind what other companies are using, whether they are using more debt, whether they are using more equity. These structure, the structure of other companies should also be kept in mind while we are using more debt or more equity. These are the points which we should have to discuss.